What's this?
Hello, welcome back to the Freak Show. Bumpy McSquigums here. I want to thank you all for joining me for the next episode of Ember. We are Captain Mergel and Coren, and we are strong. Or maybe we're not. I don't know. But we are going to go, and we're going to talk to Sirma. No, we're going to talk to Sirma. See what he has to say.
Great deal of optimism.
Now that you have spoken with the scholars, we should help you regain your intrinsic powers. How can I do that? Speak with Korra. Coren's sister. Korra is the one who researched the resurrection ritual that brought you back to us. She knows of another such ritual that we believe can restore your powers. You'll find her in her home west of the main hall. Coren, prepare yourself. She is disturbed, as you might have anticipated. Coren, what's this about?
It has been a very long and tiring quest. Can I be excused?
Your hesitance is disconcerting. This is not the time to avoid conflict. We understand the noble intent behind your foolish gesture. Wonderful, wonderful Coren. The one with the long, flowing, silky blonde hair. No, I'm kidding. But where you see selflessness, Korra sees something else entirely. Now, don't compound the problem by keeping her waiting. Should we hear screams of pain, we'll send someone to save you. We'll talk to her at once.
This will not be pleasant.
Very, very, very rarely is it ever pleasant to talk to a sibling. At least that is my own personal experience. Kale.
Have you accepted the goddess as your savior?
It is a truly glorious day when a Lightbringer returns to Radiance. Is it really? Only time will tell. Alright, we're going to head on up over here, and it looks like this is the place to go. Excuse me, Lightbringer, I have something to ask of you. I'm sure you've noticed the undead in the Barrows. Your people created wards against that type of corruption long ago, but it seems their power has waned. I believe that they can be restored by simply placing an ember of each color on the 4 altars within. Would you be interested in helping me with this task? Absolutely. Ancient Lightbringer burial sites should not be filled with undead. I agree. Thank you so much. There are 4 altars in the Barrows total. 1 for each color of ember. You just need to go to the altar, find a nearby ember of the correct color, and place it on top. Be aware that some of the doors in the Barrows are still locked, but luckily, Korra holds the master key that will grant you access. You should speak to her if you haven't already. Well, you kinda stopped me from doing this, man. That's your own fault.
I can't wait much longer.
And yet, you probably should. Alright, Korra's diary. Oh dear. Radiance Training Diary. Day 1, 55th year, 5th age. It's my birthday today. Usually they wouldn't even notice, but it seems 10th birthdays are super important. Also, diaries are important now too. I have to write in this stupid thing every night after training. They say it's all for my spiritual growth, whatever that means. Coren brought me a flower from the garden as a present. Too bad I don't like flowers. It was a nice thought, I guess. He said training is not that bad. I don't believe him. He thinks everything is fun. Tomorrow, I take some sort of test to figure out my specialty. It all seems crazy to me. I don't believe in this stuff. I think the Lightbringers are stupid. Why did they all get killed? I hate Radiance. As soon as I'm old enough, I'm taking Coren out of here. I don't get why the monks took us in anyway. Day 2. Well, I guess I have a way with magic. They are making me study all these old books that help teach people to use spells. I thought it was all stupid, but then I lit the book on fire just by thinking it. That was pretty cool. I bet Coren can't do that. Tomorrow, I'm going to begin combat training. At least that's something useful. I don't understand why we spend so much time learning about the Lightbringers and all these Ember things. They look like little glowing balls of light to me. This war of the flames happened thousands of years ago. The monks say it was a terrible mistake, that it placed our world on a path of doom. I don't really understand any of this. How can dead people cause this doom? That is a very good question. Why can't I just go out and play like some of the other kids in the orphanage? Coren got to play yesterday. He makes me so angry. He just does whatever anyone says. None of this seems weird to him. Day 106. There's quite the gap. On the 58th year. Last one was still in the 55th year? Yeah, it was literally one day apart. This is several years later. 3 years later. Excuse me. As part of our acolyte training, we visited the Bog of Souls yesterday. I can still feel the chill. It's like it seeped into my bones. Our teacher, Erasmus, I hate that name by the way, says this is where the Lightbringers made their final stand after being betrayed by the Darkbringers. The battle raged on for days. Thousands died here. After the battle, the Darkbringers insisted on burying every one of their former brothers that they had slain. When they had finished, the 3 racers betrayed the betrayers. All the Darkbringers were buried there as well. Eventually, the swamp rose over the battlefield, and the bog was born. Now it's covered in this eternal darkness, considered to be the most haunted place in Domus. I don't know if the ghosts of the fallen really walk the battlefield at night, but I do feel a bit bad for the Lightbringers. From everything we learned, they were a kind people. They were teachers and explorers, naturally curious folk. I don't understand why the 3 races destroyed such a noble race. Maybe it was jealousy. I'm not saying I believe in all this Lightbringer doom and cursed omen stuff they teach us, but I can finally say that I feel a little bit of sympathy for the Lightbringers. I hope their souls found Agnitio in the next life. I heard from Coren that the visit to the Bog of Souls is the last step of the acolyte training. We become apprentices next week. After that, we have to put our skills to the test. Coren has become a solid warrior, and I would never have expected it. He still does everything I say, though. You wouldn't know he's 2 years older. Oh, 2 years older than me, that is. I hope these next tasks, or tests, involve some actual combat. I'm ready. I hate being pent up behind these walls all the time. At least when we visit the Bog of Souls, we get to see a bit of Domus. We even were allowed to eat at a tavern on the way. The people all stared at us, though. They think we are all crazy. Sometimes I think they are right. I don't disagree. Alright, let's take the white sack that's empty and the blue ember, which I apparently can't use. Alright, Cora's Diary 2. We're going to grab that, we'll read it later, and of course Cora's Diary 3 we'll also grab and read later. Cora! There's an empty chest, okay, and an empty bookshelf, also okay, and Cora.
I'm deeply honored to meet you, Lightbringer. Of course, I would have met you sooner had my brother not betrayed me, sneaking off in the dead of night like a criminal and stealing my one moment of glory.
Ah, I see. The rash actions Sirma spoke of. Glory? Have I ever, in my entire life, wasted a single thought on glory? Cora, I did it to protect you. With the bandits in the northern forest, your impetuousness would have been your downfall. I stood a better chance of sneaking in. You would only invite battle for its own sake. Coren does bring up, I don't need your protection. If anything, you need mine. You had absolutely no right to steal this honor from me. None. You knew what it meant to me, and you did it anyway. Huh. So you were the one that was supposed to resurrect me? Sorry about that, folks. I'm a bit stuffy, so I will occasionally have to take breaks and edit out some horrible, awful... Well, they're not sounds, but just long pauses because I mute things and whatnot. Anyway, it's fine. It may as well have been real. Okay, resurrecting you was my task. I've been preparing for it for months and looking forward to it, and he knew it. I feel your brother's intentions were true. I would rather have you here alive than have you lying dead in that burrow on your way to fulfill your destiny, even if you remain furious with me forever. Coren, I understand, but perhaps an... Alright, Coren. I've heard what you've had to say. That's it. That's enough. The Lightbringer is here. That's all that matters. Yes, best set this aside for now. Sirma told me you may know how I can regain my Lightbringer powers? Fine. Fine, then.
I didn't know about that part.
Okay. Thank you for randomly talking, guy. Seriously? After resurrecting you, as was my duty, I had intended to take you to another part of the burrow and reunite you with your Ember companion. But, as we all know, Coren decided to grow a pair of maces at my expense. And that's why he said he didn't know that part. Okay. So we need to travel all the way back to the burrows? Well, we can use your teleportation magic to get there quickly. You could ask the Ember on the table if he, or she, I've never been clear on how that works, will grant you some of his power. Just be respectful, I'm sure he'll cooperate. I'll come with you, and Coren will probably join us, though he'd best stay away from me. Is this Ember your companion? Mine? No, only Lightbringers have companions. This fellow lives in an underground chamber here in Radiance with a lot of other Embers. When I heard you'd arrived, I ran down and got him. I suspected you would need to borrow some of his power. Should we bring him along? No. The last thing we want to do is to put him in danger. When you're reunited with your true companion, your powers will be fully restored. One of the monks will take him back to his home after we leave. Is everything going to be alright between you and Coren? I don't know. He robbed me of my destiny and wasted months of my preparation. I'd like to break his neck. Sorry again, folks. Not robbed, no. Just altered its precise methodology, perhaps. Sirma has told me of your strength. I need someone like you with me. My life is yours to command, Lightbringer, until the job is done. Well, unfortunately, Coren and I will take you to this chamber and find your companion. I welcome your company, both of you. Alright, we need to get back to the burrows, blah, 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 blah. Oh, wait, that's still part of the... Okay. We need to get back to the... We've already wasted enough time thanks to Coren's foolishness. You can ask this Ember to grant you some of his power and teleportation ability to take us to the exact chamber we need to be in. Alright, I'm ready to go. Do I whisper to the Ember, or command it, or... Yeah, that. You can whisper if you want to, but there's no need. Simply be near him and think of the burrows. Embers are empathic. He should know where we want to go and get us there safely. Alright, let's go. Sweet. Teleportation magic. Cool. And now we have Cora on our team as well. Yay, for a third person. We have a Firebolt and Emulate. Both of these sound like amazing skills. No, don't cast that spell. I changed my mind. Get out of the fire, please. Okay, well, apparently we need to go this way.
Nobody has been in this chamber for thousands of years. I can feel the energy.
We were just here a little while ago. Hey, it's a Fia. A crypt that I didn't open. Bad Bumpy is bad. Alright, what is Fia?
Lightbringer. How long was I sleeping? I hate it when I oversleep.
You can speak? None of the Embers I've seen so far can speak. What are you talking about? Of course I can speak. What have you, lost your memory? I'm an awakened red ember. We can speak your language, so can those creepy white embers, but thankfully they're few and far between. And then there are the blue and green embers. They're pretty shy and quiet, awakened or not. And you don't remember any of this? So no, I don't. You're my companion? Are you kidding me? I'm Fia. You and I were... Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. You died. I was there, but how can you were resurrected somehow? And now you don't remember me? Do you remember anything we did together? You came back for me, so you must remember a little. No, I had to be told about you. The people who resurrected me told me they're helping me regain my powers. I'm sorry, Fia. I have no memory of any of it. Maybe I never will. No, it's okay. I mean, you died. It's not your fault. Your memories will come back, I'm sure of it. We'll just take it slow, okay? But I'm just so happy to see you. If you hadn't come and woken me, I might have slept forever. Well, what was I like before I died? Oh, you were the epitome of courage, Lightbringer. I was so proud to be your companion. We traveled Domus together, and everyone looked up to you. When the war came, you defended them and me from harm as long as you physically could. How did I die? Well, it was in a battle like I had never seen before. You were commanding a small group of Lightbringers against the three races and the Darkbringers. You led them brilliantly and you fought like a madman, but you were so outnumbered and, well, that's when it happened. We Embers were brought here after the battle by some kindly humans. What was I like back then? No. Can you tell me about the times we spent together? Oh, we were a magnificent team. We could travel from one end of Domus to the other, mediating disputes between the kingdoms, leading armies of farmers and miners against oppressive governments. We were famous, in a way, but we still found the time occasionally to just find good homes for abused Embers. Maybe we can do it all again, someday. We can talk more about this later. Right now, we need to focus on regaining my powers. Of course. It's depressing here. I'll be glad to never see this place again, but first, you'll have to find the lantern you constructed for me originally. It's the only way to safely transport me. Where can I find it? It's probably somewhere in this chamber, but I doubt it will be lying around in plain sight. I'm sure those who entered us here wanted to keep it hidden so others couldn't simply carry me out of here. Just look carefully and bring the lantern back to me once you find it. Alright, hey, we have a level up thing here too. It's me, it's Captain Murgle getting a level up. What? Boom. Wrecked. Or just awesome. Nothing for you. And you're already allocated, Cora. We have Cora and Coren, the two. That means I have a new bow or something, was it? Why do I have a worn leather sack can be used for extra storage? Really? How do I do that? That sounds amazing. Huh. I guess I can just put stuff in there like this if I wanted to? Oh yeah, I totally can. Well, that's weird, I guess. I don't... Well, oh yes, we have some stuff for people. I forgot about that. Great Sword of the White Guardian. You're using a sword and board. I think we need to keep you doing that. Alright, what do you have, Cora? You have the crude iron banded sprig of Firebolt. And we have the much better awesome non-sprig of Awesome Bolt. So we're going to use that. Because it just sounds better. Alright, so yeah, damage goes up massively. Our intellect and vitality goes down, but our dexterity and strength go up, I guess. No, they would stay the same. So yeah, it's just a 100% overall better. The only downside is this is obviously a two-handed weapon as opposed to a one-handed weapon. Alright, and we have a... oh yes, we have equipment. The Ratty Ruined Habit of Immolation. That does sound awesome. Leather Cap of Berserk. Light Heal. Cloth Turban of Healing. Yeah, we're going to put that on you. Enjoy your Cloth Turban of Healing, Cora. Enjoy. Alright, so now she's also got the ability to heal, immolate, and firebolt things. Cool. Well, maybe we haven't been in this spot before. Cleanse the Barrows, multiple objectives. Huh.
Yes, my companion.
Okay. Why are you randomly talking again? Thanks for randomly just triggering for whatever reason. We kind of did all that already, but thanks for coming back and scaring me again. Oh, look. Somehow we leveled up off of that. Because of reasons. Good job, Coren. You did so well. Yay. Whatever. I will not complain about it. Well, I will a little bit. I'll mock it slightly, but yeah. Whatever our quest objective. Why is there a giant burning tree? That seems like that would probably not be the safest thing to keep around. Just saying. Alright, 11 coins. It looks like our quest is leading us over here.
Uh-oh. Look at all these lanterns. How are we going to know which one to choose?
Hey, it's magic. I know. This must be the right lantern. Well, she is an Ember fire spirit, so grabbing the red lantern makes the most sense. So we're going to see if that's actually the case. I'm not sure if I actually grabbed it.
What do you have to lose by asking me?
You found the right one! Home sweet home! And it's just the way we left it. Is there some sort of ritual to get you inside of it? I don't think so. I was very young when you chose me to be your companion, but I think I'll just hop in and we'll get out of this disgusting place. Yeah. Reunited and it feels so good! That's the Steam achievement down there, guys and gals. Alright, this is so incredible, I can hardly wrap my mind around it. A Lightbringer reunited with his Ember companion? Alright, we must go back to Sirma. He'll know what to do next. Does Sirma have a master plan? It seems impossible that I, on my own, would somehow change how all the three races treat Embers. He has a plan, I'm sure. He just hasn't given us the details. He spent his whole life researching Embers and Lightbringers, and now he clearly thinks that this is the time for action. Whatever it is, it must be complicated since it requires a whole Lightbringer and the cooperation of Domus's world leaders. Huh. World leaders? Would they listen to me? Ha! When a Lightbringer talks, everybody will listen, even kings, especially now when everyone thinks all the Lightbringers have died off. Now, I'm starting to see how we might be able to do something about the situation. Let's get back to
You
Radiance.
should have full use of your powers now, so we can easily teleport to places you've been. Simply open up your map and concentrate on Radiance, and we should be there instantly.
Yes, let's go back to Radiance and speak to Sirma
Oh,
again.
I almost forgot.
Oh.
Here's a key that unlocks all the doors in these barrels. Yet another thing Coren forgot in his mad dash to protect me.
You may want to explore more before we head back. I remember Rail from Radiance was going on and on about some sort of task he was hoping you would help him with down here. Alright, well, I suppose we can attempt to help Rail with his stuff. I'm totally fine with that. What's that thing? Aha! I have done it! I have broken free. I'm a hero. Maybe. Alright, so... So if we wanted to, we can murder the rat.
God, this is exhausting.
Yeah, killing rats, tough stuff. Super difficult. Really, really challenging. Oh, God.
Is my joy.
Okay. So we meet again, my friend. What you are doing for Rail is truly heroic. Our brethren shouldn't be rising from the dead and terrorizing the countryside. But do you really think you are ready for such a strenuous task? You were resurrected mere days past. How about a little test of mind and body? I have no time for your tests. Oh, please, if you don't better yourself, how will you save Domus? Answer a simple riddle and I will be out of your way. If you are not smart enough to answer correctly, then I will test your strength. Because it can't be smart. Because if you can't be smart, you might as well be strong. Fine, let's get this over with. What is this riddle you speak of? What is sharp but not cunning, dull but not boring, always comes to a point, and is red when it's used right? Huh. Red words, okay. Sharp but not cunning. Words can be cunning. A hammock is not sharp. Dull but not boring. Swords can be dull. This comes to a point. Swords come to a point. I think always. I don't know if there's any flat-tipped swords. And it's red when you kill people or cut them. A sword makes sense. I don't see how any of the others work at all. The only one that would be close would be words. So I'm going to say a sword. That was an easy one. I believe it was found in a children's book, but a promise is a promise. I will leave this blue ember here so you can use it to restore this altar. Goodbye for now. We'll be seeing each other again very soon. He probably sounds more like, that was an easy one. You know, like super epic, but I'm making him sound like a crotchety old man. It's fine. It's fine. It all works. It's good. Alright, thanks for the blue ember and the 1,000 experience I gained for being awesome. Oh, okay, hold on. Before we do that, let's play the sacramental drums. Alright, I feel better about that. Blue ember! Yeah! Alright, it's very bright and blindy. Okay, we did it, and there's a red bird that just flew by. Apparently, it does approve of what we've done, or it doth approve. I'm not sure which. Either way, we have done one of many things that we're supposed to do, so I will take that as a win overall. Did not want to click on your face. Alright, we're going to come over to this doorway, and before we go to the next place, we will read about the guide to getting dressed. Oh, we're going to bring out the episode right here. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you next time with more Ember. Until then, my name's Bumpy McSquigums. Thank you for stopping by the Freak Show, and I will see you later.